Today I'm going to be making a video of how I'm going to remove the paper backing from my bathroom linoleum floor. This house is 14 years old, so the linoleum was not an expensive Armstrong type flooring. It was a cheap builder grade linoleum, so it wasn't glued down very strongly. It was really easy for me to actually pull up by myself. But what you're left with underneath is the paper backing that's glued down to the floor. So there's a couple of different methods that I've read about to try to remove this, and I'm going to go through each one and see which one works the best with you on camera here. So the first method would be just to use a scraper like this with a 4-inch blade to kind of scrape the paper up and see if that works. The second one would be to use a blowtorch. I've seen that one done, which looks like it works pretty well, but I don't have that piece of equipment and I kind of don't want to spend the money on it right now. And then the third one would be to use a heat gun, which I do have a heat gun, so I'll try that. And then finally to use hot water. And I guess dependent upon what your solid surfaces underneath your linoleum would be the best one for you to use. Mine is concrete, so I can use the hot water method to try to remove it. I was hesitant to at first because there was some water damage underneath my linoleum that's already here that I'm kind of battling. But in order to remove the mold and mildew that seeped up underneath the floor, I'm going to have to use water anyway. So for me, it doesn't really matter, and I'm going to try all methods, and whichever one's easiest is the one that I think can be the winner. So I'm going to show you what the floor looks like now. Like I said, I've already removed the vinyl part of it, and what you're left with is just the paper and the glue. So this is what the floor looks like now in this current state. As you can see, I've kind of already tried to use the scraper a little bit to get some of it off, but I don't really want to be doing this project for 15 years. So anyway, I'll try it on camera so that you can see what it's like, and then you can help me decide which method works the best. So I'm going to get my boiling water going, my heat gun going, and then I'll go through all the steps with you. Okay, so I've got the camera set up so that you can have a nice view here of what the paper linoleum looks like. And now I'm just going to use the scraper, the dry scraper, just to show you how I would remove it if I maybe didn't have a concrete floor and I wasn't worried about water or anything else. So as you can see, you could just kind of, this is a fresh blade I just put on, and you can kind of wiggle it underneath the paper and it will tear off strips of paper about like this. But as you can see, I mean, this is very time consuming, and even though this is a small bathroom, only 6 foot by 9 foot, it's still going to take me a really long time to use the scraper without any product or water or heat. This is the heat gun that I have, and I mean, this is an old-fashioned one. I've had it for a lot of years, so I'm sure that you can get, I know that you can get a nicer one now, but if you use the heat gun, you can kind of put the heat gun on the glue and help to release some of the glue a little bit easier. Like I said, I know a blowtorch really gets it really hot really fast, and this sort of doesn't do that like a blowtorch would, but it does work a little bit heating up that glue before using the scraper. So if you had a surface that couldn't get wet with water, or that you didn't want to add any more water to your already water problem, this would be an okay method. I just don't think it's fast enough for what I want to do. I think that for this space, maybe the hot water is the technique to use. Okay, so now what I've collected is a pot of boiling water and a measuring cup to put the boiling water on the floor to keep it from going all wayward, and some rubber boots just to protect my feet so my feet don't get burnt. So I've never done this before, and so we're just gonna pour it on and see what happens here. I've also brought my shop vac over just so that I could use it to collect some of the debris and make sure the water doesn't go into my adjacent hallway and into my living room. Okay, so I poured some boiling water onto this area now, and I'll just test it a little bit here to see. My instinct tells me I'm gonna have to let it sort of soak in a little bit before I can expect that paper to pull right up. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna, now that I poured the boiling water onto this little area here, I'm going to let it do its magic for a couple minutes, and then we'll try again with the scraper and see if that makes the job a little bit easier. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes since I poured the boiling water on, and I don't think it's necessary to wait any longer to start working on it because the water is already cooled off. So you're not working within a window of when the boiling water is still hot on your floor. So I'm gonna just work on this area right here a little bit where you can see, and the paper does come up slightly easier. I mean, there's still going to be a fair amount of elbow grease involved in this technique. Anytime you're doing anything with a hand scraper, there's going to be a little bit more elbow grease involved in this, and this is certainly no exception. But one thing I will say is that this method with the hot water seems to be the best at removing the grooves that are in the floor. As you can see on this area that I've worked on a little bit more, it's really smooth, and it's managed, the hot water method has managed to allow me to get down all the way to the smooth concrete underneath. So I would say after trying all of these techniques except for the blowtorch, I didn't try that, or using any chemical product, I would say that the hot water method does work the best, as long as you have a reasonable expectation that you're still going to put in a fair amount of elbow grease on it. So, and I guess that's probably true with any project you do. I was just kind of looking for an easier way out, which isn't going to happen with this project. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on this, and I'll show you what it looks like as soon as I get it all scraped up here, and I'll give you an approximate amount of time that you can expect to do a floor like this, which is a 6x9 bathroom. Hi friends, I'm back. It's been 2.5 hours since I last saw you, and I am done scraping off all of the paper and the glue from underneath my linoleum that I removed on the concrete floor, and it's behind me. As you can see, it looks really good. I ended up getting most of it up, which is what I wanted to do. Now, my contractor, when he came over to help me, because he's going to help me redo this bathroom, he told me he probably wouldn't bother with removing the paper anyway because I'm going to do tile, but I really wanted to because this linoleum had some water seepage underneath it that we didn't know about, which created a sort of a mildewy or a moldy odor, and I want to make sure that I eradicated that before I laid a brand new floor on top of it. So what I really wanted to do was scrape up all the paper and the glue so that I could bleach the floor and keep it from hopefully smelling moldy in the future and being wet in the future. So just some thoughts about it. I'm not gonna lie, this was kind of a pain in the neck, guys. There was a lot of sweating, a little bit of cursing, but really in the scheme of things, only 2.5 hours. So really, it's not a big deal. And I would recommend it to somebody else who was also budget and trying to save time. So there you have it. I hope that this video helps you make a decision about what to do in your own homes. And if you like this video, I would appreciate it if you would like it and hopefully subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Jennifer signing off from DecorSauce.com. Thank you.